Well, folks, it's official. Talking to the dead isn't just for your weird uncle with the crystal collection. Now, thanks to TikTok, you can pay someone to talk to your dead dog. That's right. Animal communicators are trending. Look at this story here, relaying messages from pets, living and departed. And apparently, your golden retriever has thoughts on your ex and your beach house. But here's what it really proves: communication is everything. People crave it, even if it means spending real money to hear that their cat thinks he's handsome and secretly calls himself Leo. The wild part, these pet psychics aren't scampering through alleyways. They're booking months in advance. Because if you can communicate or even pretend to on TikTok, you can get people to pay you for anything, even ghost dog gossip. So, yeah, you can laugh, but the truth is, in today's world, being a great communicator beats being a genius, especially if your genius is 6 feet under in the backyard. Okay, I got to tell you, this mystifies me. People would pay someone, a so called psychic, to talk to their dead dog. Now, look, I like dogs, love dogs as much as the next person. In fact, my family's about to buy a dog, and I'm sure I'll fall in love with the dog. And I'm sure if the dog ever dies before I do, I'm going to be very sad. But to pay somebody without any evidence that they can communicate my thoughts to my dead dog, and they can communicate what my dead dog in dog heaven or people heaven or some heaven is thinking about me at that moment, that to me is truly bizarre. It is, I don't want to sound mean or harsh, but that really strikes me as profound idiocy. And if you're spending your money on that, it means you have too much money, too much time on your hands, too much money, too much something. So, what's the real takeaway here? I am not, believe me, I'm not asking you to look at this and say, oh, interesting side gig idea. Let me go out and con people on TikTok to give me money to talk to their dead dog. That's not what I ask you to do. I don't want you to do that, believe me. I do want you to see this as inspiration, though, because you may be starting some business, a gardening business, a babysitting business, a business redesigning people's closets, and you're struggling. You think, how can I talk to enough people, convince them to hire me? I want you to see this as inspiration, because this does show you can convince people of anything if you talk about it in a compelling way. And if you get some facts right, only some, like, hey, I understand you have a dog, and you package it with emotion and you reason with people, they'll send you money. Now, I don't want you scamming anyone. I don't like to think I've ever scammed anyone. But if people can do things like this, the chances for you and for me to actually help people with the good products, the good services we are creating, it's pretty high. So that's where I really want you to look at this for motivation, to think about if someone can convince somebody to give them money to talk to a dead dog, what excuse do I have for not getting my startup off the ground? What excuse do I have for not convincing people to invest with me or to work with me or partner with me?